Well, one of my peeps found something interesting in a WebBot report. This one, it's May 2016. Class 6 Rescue Impossible. May 2016. And this particular page he said to go to is 18. 18 in life, you've got it. 18 in life, you go. 18, 16, 17, and then 18, which is actually, I guess it is. And he said, 3-day weekend. Yeah, that's it. And then the data have bursts. The data sets have bursts of optimism. What is that? The data. Where's that at? Page 6 of 36. Okay. Which is the soaring 20s. Okay, so it's two different WebBot reports. So, yeah, this first one's the one I just read you, but the other report, he says it's page 6 of 36, and that one's soaring 20s, January 2018. So look at these two Cliff High posts from his WebBot reports in comparison to what you just put on your Patreon. Here it is. Other detail sets around the restricted access to funds, currencies, digital accounts is indicating that the currency event will be a surprise to most of the population. It is associated with the word holiday and late spring, Northern Hemisphere. However, there are also a number of sets containing language for a bank shutdown that will be called a bank holiday. So, this then gets to a real gray area. Could the datasets be referring to the next USA officialdom holiday, or is a sudden, surprising, and unexpected form of a holiday going to arrive with the out-of-nowhere announcement of a 3-day weekend? So I had posted something from Woo Woo Friend for later in the month of May, kind of around the date range of Penny Kelly. Except Penny said basically the 11th, which is tomorrow morning. I'll be leaving this video for you. Something about the 11th and something about the 22nd of May. I don't know if they're two events, one event related. I'm not sure, but they're big. This is big, big, big. She goes, when I try to look into it, her little look-see, white wall blocking me. And she said, I've been known to, if I keep trying or whatever, I can kind of get around there and see what's behind that wall. But I've learned that it's best to just not look. When that wall shows up, when I do my little look-see, she goes, well, the way I get this is, it's so important the event must happen. And if I'm to know what it is, and then I blab my mouth about what it is, it could potentially change it. And it's one of these things that it must happen. So she goes, I tend to just say, you know what, I'm just not going to look. I'm not going to force my way around the wall, so to speak. So that was that. And I did post something very interesting on the Patreon about that. And that's why he sent me this, apparently. I just posted this today, Sunday. The thing from Woo Woo Friend. The data sets, this is the other report now. The Roaring 20s, January 2018. The data sets have bursts of optimism showing up in the general population of the USA Pop near the Memorial Day weekend as overwhelming events and disclosure of political difficulties merge into a temporal echo to the emotional tone of December 2017. These temporal echoes are indicated to be much magnified over the emotional tones of December. These sets, especially as relates to cryptocurrency, are forecasting staggering growth as well as demonstrations of staggering incompetency and staggering greed and staggering stupidity within the May to August blow up or hyperinflationary bubble that is described within the data as blanketing USA Pop as the Federal Reserve banksters will be seen to freak out in very public ways. Caught that one. That was a sneeze. That was a loud one. One thing that I've got in my DNA from my dad, Papa's tip for, is a loud sneeze. Yeah! My daughter Emily. Yeah! Everybody else. My wife does the most ridiculous sneeze you ever heard. Every time I do it, my daughter's like, Dad, you're doing it wrong. Watch. This is how you do it. And then she does it properly. But it sounds something like this. Chew. What the? You got that backwards. It came out at the end. It's supposed to come at the beginning. It comes out at the very end. Chew. What the? But that's me. It's old Snippy's wife, Evelyn. It's so funny. We always make fun of her for that. And the pizza dream. Woke up one day. I thought she was talking to me. It was in the morning. Pizza, 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 pizza. I roll over. What? You want pizza? What? Pizza, 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 pizza. Twice in a row. And then she just, that was it. She was back down to sleep. Had no idea what the hell just happened. And I'm like, what? What do you, I'm thinking you're talking to me. You just repeated the same thing you just said a second ago. Like, you really, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. You want pizza? What the? And then once she really woke up, I told her what she said. She had no idea she said that. So that's another thing we like to do, like when the kids want pizza. Evelyn, you want some pizza? Pizza, 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 pizza. You're going to make fun of me the rest of my life on that. Yeah. Probably. We all got our little things. We all got our little sayings and things. Come on. So, anyways, I want to read the second one again because I want to make a comment. So let me get this fresh back in your mind. This data set was January 2018. The crypto market, emotional values and tone, whatever data he talks about, was for December 2017. So now that he's done another report a month later after crypto hit the all-time high, namely Bitcoin and Litecoin and whatnot, and I think ETH and just a couple others, but then a lot of the altcoins hit their all-time highs around the second week, I think, or the beginning of the second week, something like that of January, somewhere around there. But you got to keep in mind his data is always lagging when he does a report because he has to run the data, do all his scrubbing and all the stuff he does, then he has to interpret it, then he puts it out for us. Okay, here's January. So bottom line is the data is relevant for after the big crypto spike we saw in 2017 at the end of the year in December. So when he talks about the staggering growth and all this stuff, that already happened in December. Therefore, he's not talking about that. This is something coming in the future. The data sets have bursts of optimism showing up in the general population of the USA Pop near the Memorial Day weekend as overwhelming events and disclosure of political difficulties merge into a temporal echo to the emotional tone of December 2017. Okay, so they merge into a temporal echo of what was December 2017. Again, so this must be the future he's talking about right now. These temporal echoes are indicated to be much magnified over the emotional tones of December. So again, just in comparison to the emotional tones in December, these ones coming up, these temporal echoes, are indicated to be much more magnified. Okay? These sets, especially as relates to cryptocurrency, are forecasting staggering growth. So let's stop there. Have we seen staggering growth yet since that day? Since January or December of 2017, December 2017 or January 2018? Have we seen staggering growth in the price of crypto or whatever? No. We have. Oh, there it goes again. No, never mind. Oh, there it goes. No, never mind. Down. Down we go. Oh my God, $3,100 Bitcoin. Oh, whoever saw this coming. Doesn't sound like staggering growth, does it? It must be a time in the future. And is that future fixing to be this freaking year? Because of everything that has happened, I would not expect cryptos to explode this year. I would think maybe a year or two later, that sounds more like the explosion to me. but we had this corona event and the economy shut down, and there's 40 million people out of work now, 25, 30 something. I got a video to do, zero hedge percent, whatever, unemployment. Maybe I'll do that video next. These are all reasons. And again, the massive printing they're talking about now. Steve Mnuchin, Treasury Secretary, is working with the Federal Reserve. They're talking. I have another video I got to do. Might even be this Fed one. I forget. We're working on $3 trillion stimulus now. Another $3 trillion. Not a 3 mil. Not a 3 bill. 3 trill. No one's even used that word before. A 3 trill, like, you know, short speak. 3 trill. So, these temporal echoes are indicated to be much magnified over the emotional tones of December 2017. These sets, especially as relates to cryptocurrency, are forecasting staggering growth, as well as demonstrations of staggering incompetency and staggering greed and staggering stupidity within the May to August blow up or hyperinflationary bubble. Did I just mention 3 trillion is now being talked about after the 2 trillion and the other thing? SBA loan bailout, PPP paycheck bailout, $1,200 for you bailout. Oh, we're working on 3 trillion now. This data here, like I've been telling you with the last few WebBot update reports I've done that were basically from 2017 on my channel here recently, just rehashing, hey guys, let me go read some old WebBot stuff so people found some interesting stuff. Let me go read those. It's making tons of sense right now, 3 years later. This is making, again, hyperinflationary language. Well, 2017, not really. No. Now, this year so far, oh my God, yes. So, we're going to hear about staggering incompetency, sounds like our government, staggering greed, criminal activity, these criminals stealing all of our money, the Democrats funneling money everywhere, and staggering stupidity. QAnon, these people are stupid. We have everything, and we give them a rope and they hang themselves. That's true. Within the May to August blow up or hyperinflationary bubble that is described within the data as blanketing USA pop, meaning USA population for those of you that don't know, as the Federal Reserve banksters will be seen to freak out in very public ways. My mom had said a few months ago, I'm getting sometime May, June-ish, somewhere around there, the stock market's going to go back up, but the crypto market's really going to go up too. Like, it's going to go. Well, all right, Mom, you've been pretty accurate with your timing. So I mentioned it. And we just entered May. We're 10 days into it. We had a nice rally in cryptos. Of course, we have a pullback now. And I'm telling you now, if we see, maybe it's tomorrow or next few days, arrest, oh my God, this guy's arrested, that's happening, they're taking that. Markets might dump big. And I'm counting on it. That's why I'm off on a little bit of side of cash right now in a stable coin. Not my whole bag. Again, I don't want to play too dangerously. In anticipation, sure enough, we see it last night and it stayed red today. Okay, keep going. I got some certain DigiByte buyback orders that I've discussed on Patreon. Certain prices that we want to get back in after riding that baby up real nice. So he's saying in here the May to August blow up or hyperinflationary bubble. Again, my woo-woo dude, Joe, your streams from the Mississippi, if you will, your cups are going to be filled full. Don't let it slip this time. The guides are telling me to tell you this, Joe. I typically don't reach out to people. They find me, and they're usually old souls. You do have an old soul. But I'm reaching out to you because they are telling me you need to talk to your guy. Joe, okay. So he reached out to me. We've had a few conversations. No sooner did he tell me, Joe, you're going to have like one stream fills up. Don't let it slip. Okay. Another stream fills up. Catch it. Don't let it slip. Oh, there's another one. Different ones. And these all represent crypto. No sooner did he tell me that. It was literally like maybe the next day, I think. I don't know. When DigiByte started doing its little, whoa, that thing just woke up. Hey, DigiByte. Whoa, kept going. Holy crap, it's a penny. Dude, it's penny 25. 1.5. What the? Holy crap! It just hit 2. Just candle wicked up to 29 cents or 2.9 cents. At least on the I think I'm tracking it on Bittrex maybe. Because if you look at certain apps that get the global average, I didn't see that wick. Just FYI, I'll just pull it up real quick. And funny, Digibyte is up 15% while everything else is just flat right now. 1%, 1.5%, something. Mainly. But this is, okay, it's Bitfinex. Because they do the automatic US dollar conversion. That's why I have it listed for Bitfinex. I don't trust Bitfinex. All those guys that iFinex, whatever, any of them, because they're all tied to Tether. I don't believe for 1 second Tether has billions now of Tether, that they've got billions of dollars in the bank backing it. I don't believe it for 1 second. But, I mean, it's up 15% right now, while everything else is pretty much flat. But again, we have some major news coming. If Trump announcement, whatever it is, arrest, you name it, who knows, and markets dump. Astrologically, it's being called for right now, starting this second week. We're in the second week. Some, again, it might be plus or minus some small period of time. I don't know. I'm not an expert in that. But I took a percentage of my bag to play the Digibyte game. If it doesn't happen, and it just keeps going up, I'm still happy with the rest of my bag. Because I was getting some Digibyte when it was half a penny, converting some Bitcoin. So, selling out at 2 cents, basically it was 0.199, it was like basically 2 cents. And then 0.22, I sold some more, and then I was done. That was it. So, whatever I'm cost averaging it, 0.21 cent, whatever. Which is basically there right now, 0.209. So, I mean, it's basically where I got up that second time. But I'm not FOMOing back in. I won't FOMO. I'm going to wait and see if this big drop happens. And it might. Maybe it's happening in a matter of days. Maybe it's not. Maybe we have to wait till the 22nd for the second event thing that Penny Kelly and my woo-woo friend are now seeing something very interesting on that. My woo-woo friend thinks she knows what it is, and it has to do with those banks. And maybe even the word holiday. One of the things she talked about. So, what does the crypto market do on a day like that? Banks shut down. I mean, does it crash the market because no one can access their accounts? Or does the crypto at that point skyrocket because we already had the crash due to whatever the 11th or 12th date is that they gave us? Again, I don't know. Just speculating here. But I do know one thing. I got a feeling we're all never going to forget however this month goes. And I found something interesting. That guy, Entheo Shines, talks about JFK sometimes, but he said 2 or 3 years ago, on 5/29/2017, I think it was 2017, write this down exactly 3 years to the day right now. Thousands will be arrested, all new justices, justice restored, or mainstream media failing. Hashtag a great reset or something like that he put. A reset, huh? So 5/29, May 29, is JFK's birthday. The JFK from, the assassinated one, not Junior. That's interesting. That's very interesting. And we're coming up on it. And I think Donald Trump is going to make one hell of a show for in the name of JFK. I just think we're going to see a crypto crash, maybe a stock market with it, before then. And I'm on the sideline right now waiting to see if it happens. It got down to 1.8 cents. Didn't really go much lower than that. I told myself, well, if we start getting to 0.14, I might start stacking some buys. Maybe down to 1.11 or whatever. Or 0.011, 1.1 penny. But I'm like, nah, let me just wait. Because, we're talking Bitcoin right now at 8,700. Again, it just touched 10,000, whatever. And it might rally again real quick and then dump. I really don't know, but I'm not FOMOing back in with this bag. I'm sitting on here. I've got my, again, plan your trade your plan. I'm gonna wait. Now at some point you realize, okay, that trade's done. It's not happening. Do I want to get back in the market, or do I just want to sit on the side cash right now? It's a decision you can make, and I'll have to make at some point. So I'd love to see one more little pullback or a big pullback. Grab me some more Digi, ride the hell out of that thing back up, call it a day, and wait for the fireworks in crypto, like the Webbots forecast and Woo Friends forecasting. I think Penny later in the year she had said, whoa. It just looked like it went up and just kept going. And I didn't look any further than that. I thought, wow. Okay. So on that note, take care.